Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Drost.
I'm off. Good. I made it.
Okay, what did we hear today? I heard a great summary from Dave. We heard Tony Drost from Swope Investment Properties, founder of the Boise Investment Properties team, which is comprised of himself, myself, and Leslie Halverson over here. And he took his own portfolio as a case study and looked at, can he get out with the old and in with the new to cut time, to consolidate taxes, and to save on maintenance, which is getting more and more expensive. And as Dave put it very simply, newer is nicer, but right now that decision is driven a lot by interest rate. And when you look at interest rate, that is really the burden on that decision.
Yeah. And he figured that out really quick, and I had to do a spreadsheet. And I went, why isn't this working? And then I went, oh.
So you can pay cash. You can get creative financing, as Alan suggested, go for owner carries. Sellers, if you were willing to carry, you may be able to get a little more for your property because of that, because that's a driving force right now. And you could consider a reverse 1031 exchange, where you've got more time to find your replacement property, and you can really pound the pavement looking for it, get the right property. In the meantime, you might pre-inspect your property, get it ready to go, make sure it's all polished, find the replacement, then sell your property.
What is a reverse 1031? What is?
Same process that you went through on your exchanges. You did exchanges, right?
No.
Okay, well, disregard that.
Okay.
So it's the same process, just reverse. So instead of selling your relinquished property and then doing an exchange into your replacement property, you identify and you buy your replacement property first,
Oh.
and then you sell the relinquished property. Complicated, but it's completely doable.
Much less stressful.
Less, for me it is.
That'd be good for now, right? Because you know you're gonna sell your.
You are, yeah. Heck,
So,
it could be worth more by the time after you bought the replacement property.
So if we follow the numbers, they may suggest taking more time to identify the right deal so you buy right, because it's harder to find those right deals right now. And then also we learn what works today or what worked yesterday may not work today, and what works today may not work tomorrow. So as the market shifts, we're constantly trying to stay on top of it. And that's why we're all here, because that new single family home that was brand new and was supposed to be great, well, because the rents took a dip and the market took a dip, it took longer to rent in the cold season. That difference in cash flow was 33% lower than he was expecting when he did that brand new purchase. But on year two, it'll look better. And if rents improve, it'll get better again and it'll catch up. So patience is another name of the game. If you're buying in this market, having a little patience to hit your numbers. And you can get there with cash flow eventually. But the older fourplex was at $36,000 a year in cash flow, and the newer one was at $23,000 in cash flow, with a six-figure difference in price at today's rates. So it didn't necessarily mean newer is better.
As again, that's a way better summary. Thank you. We should have the three of us should have come up here.
Thank you, AVID Investors, for sitting and checking out that case study and weighing in.
Yeah.
And giving your input and helping us examine it, and for being here. And thank you, Tony Drost.
Thank you.